Hey, welcome back, folks. Max Nave Horsemanship here again. And conversation subject that has come up a number of times recently is trust. How do you build trust with your horse? And it's not entirely a simple thing. And I mentioned that in my last video. It would take me literally hours to even begin to talk about it. But I'm going to cover some of the basics. We'll keep it as short as we can. Maybe we'll do a whole series of these things, but you'll notice this horse trusts me pretty good. Now, and the question, of course, is how do we achieve that? And right now she doesn't, well, she's eating, but she doesn't even have a halter or anything on her. And she's quite happy to stand here and let me pet her. I could do anything I want with her right now. She wouldn't really care. Now, how do we achieve that? Well, I mentioned in my last video, it's got a lot to do with how you interact with the horse. And part of that is always being aware of the horse and paying attention to the horse's feelings, because even though they don't speak the English language, horses are always talking to you. They always got something to say. Yeah, they got an opinion, believe me. And they're a little more intelligent than you think they are, and so they're constantly expressing themselves. And it's up to you to be aware of that, and to be aware of when the horse is feeling uncomfortable with things or when it's perfectly okay with them. And well, to get to that point, you got to be able to kind of read the horse and figure out when it's uncomfortable and back off. And then eventually you get to the point where you can do pretty much anything you want and you've earned their trust. But it's an ongoing thing. And it's like I said, always end on a good note, and make every interaction with your horse a good one, a positive one. Don't freak it out and push it too hard or anything like that. And, again, read the horse. You have to figure out what works for the horse and what amount of pressure the horse is comfortable with. The way you approach it, don't just charge up to the horse. Walk nice and slow. Oh, she's had enough attention and enough feed, she's just going to wander off now. Oh, well, that's okay, she can do that. Oh, maybe she just decided she doesn't want to be standing right next to me all the time. She has her moments. But I read her, and I realize, okay, she's decided she's had enough of me. She's going to go over there. She's gone back to eating over there. But that's okay. I'm going to let her do that because I'm reading her. And she's saying to me right now that, yeah, I want to continue eating, but I don't want to be doing it right next to you. And I'm going to say, okay, we'll let that happen. I mean, if I had a halter and lead on her, no, I would expect her to stay next to me. But, because she's free to do what she wants right now, I'm not even going to try and make her stay. And if she chooses to walk off, I'm going to let her because, well, that's the thing to do. Is I read her intentions, what she wanted to do, and I let her do it. And that makes her comfortable. And that also means that she's going to trust me not to put pressure on her constantly. And that if she's had enough, well, I'm going to acknowledge that and say, okay, fine. You're free to do what you want. So building trust, it's a long process. It takes time. But if you approach it correctly and always pay attention to the horse and read the horse, it actually takes place much quicker than you would expect it to. And in fact, particularly with a youngster, you want to earn their trust, you can probably do it in a very, very short period of time if you approach them right and allow them to be themselves and don't force things on them. Wait until they're comfortable with things. And hi, Cam. Another guy, he'll probably come over here. He's a little over social sometimes, and it's a little bit annoying, but oh well. It is what it is. Anyhow, just thought I'd give you one more little tip on earning the horse's trust is listen to the horse. It'll tell you when you're doing things wrong. And, don't reward bad behavior. Don't try bribery. Just go slow and easy. You'll be surprised how well it works. Oh, you decided to come back. Okay. How you doing, sweetie? See? There's enough other horses moved over here that she decided she'd rather be with me than them. That's the trust I've got with her. Have a good day.